let it slide. Let your troubles fall behind you, let it shine. Till you feel it all around you, and I don't mind.
Last time Deb wore these jeans, she got a bunch of questions. I think they look really cute on her. She got recently a few items at Kohl's, and we wanted to share today.
7-Eleven skinny. I love that they have the holes, the distressed. My dad throws a fit every time I go over that I would spend money for clothes with holes in them, but I love them.
They look really cute on you.
Thank you.
Got a few new t-shirts, which I'll share here in a second, but this is one of them. All of them are graphic, I think. And since it's spring, she needed some new things.
Absolutely.
She works very hard outside, so all of hers get a little raggedy.
I've not had Levi's probably since high school, and I'm really enjoying them. They're stretchy, they're kind of lightweight, they're not hot. These are also the 7-Eleven skinnies and just a different color, less distressed, and I think they look hot.
And she put all of this together with chucks, which I love. I think that they go with pretty much everything. Deb even wears chucks to dress up.
I'm a casual girl,
Yeah.
and chucks go with everything.
That's what she says. Kohl's is actually having a great sale now. This is where Deb shops all the time. I believe you can get up to 30% off using your Kohl's charge. And don't forget to use your Kohl's cash.
I use yours too.
Deb uses all of our Kohl's cash. And I think we have some, so you might want to check. Check your Kohl's cash. Had a couple people ask if I could show how to rewire this chandelier, and I will do that. First, it's so filthy, I don't even want it on my cutting board. So obviously first I'm going to take off all of the crystals, and I'm going to put them in a bowl, and then I'll put dish soap and a little bit of vinegar, white vinegar, to get them clean. And then I think I'm just going to put this whole thing in the sink, scrub it. I'm going to remove and replace these, I think. Depends on what we have. So I thought I would give you a little update too while I'm finishing this. Our refrigerator and freezer that we paid for in January of 2022 is now moved to the end of May. All right, so I told you that I was going to replace these, so you just pull these off if you're going to replace them. We had one missing, so I'm going to replace them so they all match. This one even has black tape around it instead of this. Sometimes you can't keep these on and it's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to try to, but like I said, if I can't, I can't. Got it over to the sink, and I'm going to try to steer clear of getting all the tops of these wet and just scrub like the brass part. I have the whole thing cleaned off. I want to clean the chain yet, so I'm going to cut this. This is the old wire that I'm removing anyway, so I'm going to cut this so I can wash the chain, and then I'm going to pull this out. I have to unhook it down here, so I'll share that here next. Now I'm going to remove this little, Deb's whispering, nut. This little nut here. It actually is a little acorn or something. And I'm going to use a towel around it because I don't want to scratch it, and a pair of pliers. And then you will reveal a nipple. All of the hot wires are together, and that's from these. Then all of the neutral are together. So you have to just get them untangled, and then usually there's a nut, but this has black tape, so I'm going to have Deb find me a wire nut. But I'm going to remove all this. I'll show you the next step. If you can see here, all of these wires to power these end up together, along with one wire that goes through the whole thing out the top. And that wire is right, let me find something to point. There. Do you see that coming from the top through the bottom? So this is what I need to remove. These were the wires that were running through from the top. So I just pulled them right through. Regular lamp wire, we just keep this on hand because we have rewired so many of these. But you don't have to buy a whole spool. You can get it at any hardware store. You feed the lamp wire through the whole thing from the top to the bottom. If you're lucky, it will go right through. And if you're not lucky, you have to unscrew. I've already had to unscrew like the whole thing, but this was 2 pieces, so this wasn't bad. Normally, I do things the hard way by separating the wire and using a knife, but Deb has this tool, so I'll let her demonstrate. It removes the plastic off of the...
So you just put your wire in here like this, and I want it long because we have to tie it into all of this here. And you just pull.
You think you're something else, don't you?
I do.
So out of these 2 wires, there is a smooth one. I can't even focus on it. Smooth one, and then there is one with like a rib. The smooth is hot, so you are going to connect this smooth to the hot wires from all of these that we just took off that black tape. And then Deb was so kind and brought me some wire nuts. Normally, old lamps will have a wire nut, not that tape. So I took the new wire, that keeps jumping, and then wrapped it all around the old wire, and then I'm going to put that nut on the end to hold them all together. I taped this one because it looked, I thought it needed tape. And then you have to stuff these all back in here, put this back on, and then twist that little acorn back on. So we've done this so many times that Deb keeps an extension cord and then hooks it up to this. I know this is dangerous, so oh no, I won't touch this. But Deb keeps an extension cord, hooks it up just so we can plug it in and try it before we hang the entire thing and see that one is not working. So I go around and we'll test all of these to make sure that they work. I think this goes without saying, we are not electricians, okay? So I'm going to have several messages saying, you better tell people that you're not electricians, because what if they burn their house? We're not electricians. I'm not telling you that you need to go out and do this. This is just me sharing. We took a little break and ate lunch, and we need 10 of these. We only had 5 new ones. So what I did was I washed the other ones, and then just so we can get it up, and then I will replace these when we get to the store. Okay, we took another break. Now we're back at it. The last time I shared these, you guys loved them. They are special pliers for chains like this. So that's how you do that. And then when you want to close it, go ahead and put it on here and show them. When you want to close it, you
Go on the underneath side.
go on the underneath side and squeeze it that way.
Hold on.
I know, and I'm going to run out of time.
Sorry.
You squeeze it that way. I'm going to link these here. These are the best. And then you run your new wire up. I like every other one. So I will go through every other one. You can go through every one or every couple, but I like the looks of every other one. It doesn't make this too tight. The calm before the storm. We're supposed to get really bad storms tonight. I think Deb said like at midnight they're supposed to get bad. This is what Deb has moved thus far.
Thus far, this is probably going to move a few times until I figure it out. I'm thinking a little station here, then a workbench here, and then I'm a little confused on where I'm going to put my miter saw, but it's going to be probably here. And then I want a big island in the middle here.
She wants, Ivy, stop. She moved this all of herself yesterday while I was doing errands. And she got some little jacks. I got to show those to you. That's one thing I wanted to share today. She got these little jacks that she said were very nifty.
I can't get under those to lift by myself, and I put sliders underneath. So I use a little jack to lift it, put a slider under it, put it back down.
Yes, we'll show them here in a second. Anyway, where this rug is going to be, this is where she's going to put a big island with her table saw and all of that. She's going to zhuzh up the fireplace mantle.
Now we're thinking put the two big black cabinets over here.
Yes, now we're discussing, she said these two big cabinets here, one on each side. But then you're going to have to get more.
I need somebody to just come and
design it. Yes. What? We are going live again with Walmart and Buy With this coming Wednesday, April 5th. I was trying to figure out if it's this Wednesday. It is. This next Wednesday, April 5th at 6 p.m. I found a few more things for our porches. As you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have some furniture for it, but some of them I don't have furniture for. So I found a few things, not furniture. I found one piece that I can't wait to share. So please join us. I'm going to put a link here. We have so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.